Romeo Sawyers, Brad, I have a friend waiting for her green card, but it did not come in the mail. She reapplied back for it. How long for it to come back to her? I don't know, but usually it's 6 months. Valbert Harley. Hi, Brad. My I-45 was denied for affidavit and tax documents for my wife. Can I get an appeal? Can you deal with that? There is no appeal of an I-45. You can make a motion to reopen. You can refile again. I generally believe refiling is the best way to go. And the answer is yes, you can call me. 1-800-529-5465. Alaje Alani. Hi, how long I'm going to wait for my green card VAWA along with I-35? My VAWA was approved a year ago. If you filed the adjustment and the VAWA concurrently, and your VAWA was approved a year ago, your adjustment should just be about done 12 to 15 months after. Fred. Hi, Brad. I'm from Kenya. My green card was sent to the wrong address back in August 2022. I filed the I-90, but when I call, they keep saying to wait. Should I reapply? You can reapply. I don't think it'll hurt, but, unfortunately, as long as you have a stamp in your passport, there's not a lot you can do. Cherry. If I file for someone like my son or daughter who lives elsewhere, will they be able to still travel to the U.S. back and forth? You can file for them. If they have valid visas, they'll be able to travel back and forth. They may not be able to renew their visa. Willie. Hi, Uncle Brad. I got my I-360 approved, but I do have a deportation order back in 2008. I did ask for forgiveness by enjoying documents, and I've been waiting for over 16 months. I don't know what you mean by forgiveness. You would have to make a motion to reopen your deportation case, Willie. That's what you would need to do. Aretha. What happens if you marry a citizen that owes taxes? He files taxes every year, but got a notice a few months ago that he owes taxes for a few years back. The 2 years he owes taxes for is before we met. As long as he's on a payment plan and as long as he earns money above the poverty level, it's be perfectly fine. Don't worry about it. Sally Osman. I came to the U.S. in 2014 and granted Convention Against Torture. And today, to annually report date, I told to go back to 3 other consulates to get travel document. I don't know if you're going to get a travel document with Convention Against Torture. I don't think they're going to grant you one. And if they don't and you leave, you will self-deport. The Accent YouTuber. Hey, Brad, currently in California. I just filed my citizenship last week, Monday. How long before receipt or I hear something? It takes about 6 months for citizenship. It's coming in pretty fast. Camille. Hi, Brad. My son is 19 years old. Can I file for him? Yeah, if you're a resident or citizen, why not? Serene. Hey, Brad, if you are out of status, can your sister, who is a U.S. citizen, file for you? Will you have to go home if that happens, or is it best for her to file for your mother than file for you? The answer is file for your sister now. She's going to wait 10 to 12 or 15 years. File for the mother, too. Yes, she would have to go home. She can't get a waiver through you, but she can get a waiver through the mother. But the mother is going to, obviously be here before the priority date is reached. File for sister and mother simultaneously. Mom gets her green card. Eventually, when sister gets her appointment back home, she does a provisional waiver through mom. That's the answer. Jennifer Santos. Hi, Brad. Is it okay to apply for a tourist visa for an adult unmarried child of an LPR, even if the I-130 has been recently filed for him? What are the chances of getting approved? Yes, it's okay. Unlikely will be approved because he's already shown an immigrant intent. SN. I'm unable to get a visa, but I need to travel to Europe in transit, and going through the U.S. is much cheaper. Is there a visa that can accommodate this? Yes, it's called an in-transit visa if you can get it. Tafari. I got my green card through my father. My kids are currently visiting me on a B1, B2. They're 4-year-olds. What's the fastest way for them to stay permanently? If your father was a U.S. citizen and you are under 21, you have to file new I-130s for your children, and they're not going to be able to adjust their status right now. If you filed for you over 21 and you got your green card, then your children are derivative on your father's application. They get the old priority date. They would be eligible to adjust their status as derivative following to join. If you were derivative on your father's case, then you would have to file an I-130. So I need to know how you got your green card. I know it's through your father, but there was 3 possibilities. More questions from Tafari. Additionally to my first question, my stepson is visiting me on a B1, B2. His mom and I got married in Jamaica. How can I make him live with me permanently? I got my green card through my dad. Again, would need to know more about what was the process your dad went through to get your green card.